get you visuals of the last rites of Head Constable Tufail Ahmed. Forces paying their tribute to this constable who was martyred in the Avantipora encounter. Remember, 5 of our Jawans were martyred in this operation that lasted for over 20 hours. Head Constable Tufail Ahmed hailed from Rajouri in Jammu and Kashmir. He was part of the 185 battalion of the CRPF, and we're getting you visuals right now of the tributes that are pouring in soon after the gun salute. Officials going ahead and laying a wreath at the mortal remains of Head Constable Tufail Ahmed. This was an operation that went on for over 20 hours when 3 terrorists entered a CRPF camp yesterday on December 31st. They stormed in at about 2 a.m. Heavy casualties are on our sides as we lost 5 of our brave Jawans, one of them being Head Constable Tufail Ahmed, whose last rites we're now beaming to you live. You're seeing visuals right now of our forces paying tribute to the CRPF martyr. Let's go across to Zeenath for more on this. Zeenath, we're playing out those visuals. Head Constable Tufail Ahmed, who hailed from Rajouri, he was martyred in that 20-hour operation at Avantipora.
Yes, absolutely. He was martyred yesterday at the Avantipora operations, which carried for more than 24 hours now, because the operation was launched at 2 a.m. yesterday, in which the CRPF 5 lost their lives and other 3 are also were injured and are getting the treatment at the hospital. So he was, Tufail Ahmed was one among them.
Okay, we'll go back to Zeenath in just a bit. These are visuals from Rajouri, where Head Constable Tufail Ahmed hailed from. He was with the 185 battalion of the CRPF. He was present there, leading from the front, fighting off these terrorists when he was martyred at Avantipora at the CRPF camp that these cowardly terrorists barged into and fired upon our unsuspecting forces. 5 of our heroes have been martyred in this particular operation. They've been avenged with that joint operation by our forces. They've gunned down all 3 terrorists who had entered and perpetrated this ghastly attack on December 31st. Zeenath is back with us. Zeenath, tell us more about Head Constable Tufail Ahmed.
Yes, Head Constable Tufail Ahmed belongs to the Rajouri, who has been serving in the CRPF. As the family also while talking to the media, also said that he was the lone breadwinner. He joined forces to support the family, and there was always a zeal among him that he wanted to serve the country and the nation. And he died during the line of while performing his duties. But obviously, it is an emotional and a heart-wrenching moment for the family when they have to receive their dear ones in coffins. But obviously, the nation always stands behind such people, and there has also been a very strong message that has come from the Home Minister Rajnath Singh about how they always stood behind the families of those who have lost their kids and kin while performing their duties for nation. But obviously, a heart-wrenching and a very emotional moment for the family, particularly where their loved ones return in coffin. But yes, there has been this gun battle was one of the biggest operations that the anti-military operation that the security forces had to see, because the terrorists were from the JEM, and they were more like a suicide bombers who strike around. It was a pre-dawn attack at around 2 a.m. at the time when mostly every person is going through the deep slumber. That was the time when they choose to strike. And now, after launching of the search and operations yesterday evening, now the body of the 3rd militant have been found, and the operation is over at the Avantipora.
That's right, and India really comes together, stands in unity, in unison to pay tribute to these heroes who fought off bravely these Jaish cowards who barged into the CRPF camp in the dead of night. These are visuals from Rajouri, where Head Constable Tufail Ahmed hailed from. He was martyred in that Avantipora encounter. He was fending off these terrorists when he was martyred. And Zeenath, we've seen a strong message coming from the Home Minister as well, Rajnath Singh, who said that these sacrifices won't go in vain. We'll ensure that each one of our heroes are avenged in this kind of a cowardly attack.
Yes, absolutely. This was a statement that was made by the Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh in Delhi when he was asked how he looked at it and what will be the message to the terror group. So obviously there has always been a support from the Ministry of Home for the families and for the security forces, and security forces have been always taking the image of their loved ones who lost their lives while performing their jobs. But at the same time, the security forces have a big challenge that how the militants are coming near the security establishment, where are the main things that are lagging behind, and where the security establishments are becoming weak, that they are not able to detect these kind of terror activities earlier. So as the DG earlier pointed that there were the input about this kind of attack, and accordingly the input was shared with the relevant quarters.
बस बस हो गया ओ निकल जाएगी बोल तो कोई बात बैठ देंगे ना अब तो खत्म नहीं कोई जगह देने
Okay, so an official salute also from their forces, saluting the tribute, the sacrifice of Head Constable Tufail Ahmed. Point to be noted also is look at the number of locals who have come together to salute this brave CRPF Head Constable who sacrificed his life in fighting terror to better the lives of those in the valley. We're slipping into a short break here on Republic TV. We'll continue getting you the latest updates from Avantipura and much more on the other side. Stay tuned.